It was a careless remark, tossed out with a laugh, never meant to hold weight. I swear I didn't mean to wound him. Just one of those playful, teasing jabs you throw when you're feeling lighthearted, maybe a bit cheeky. But with a single line, 7 simple words, I destroyed my life, my husband, my marriage, my home. Everything unraveled on a crisp Friday night. My closest friend, Emily, had just endured a brutal breakup and was desperate to escape the silence of her empty apartment. She threw together a last-minute girls' night, dinner at a quaint bistro, cocktails at a buzzing bar, maybe even dancing until our feet gave out. The kind of night that feels like medicine disguised as fun. I hadn't allowed myself something like that in ages, probably over a year. Nathan was stretched out on the couch when I emerged from our bedroom, dressed and ready. I'd made an effort. Sleek black jeans, heels I hadn't dusted off in years, a bold swipe of red lipstick. Not overdone, just enough to remind myself I was still alive. He looked up from his phone, brow arched. "Well, someone's dressed to impress," he said with a crooked smile. "Who's the lucky one you're getting dolled up for?" I laughed, light, thoughtless, and with a teasing grin I shot back, "Oh, in case I find someone better." The words slipped out before I could catch them, and I saw it instantly, a flicker across his face. "Hurt, maybe." His smile faltered, his warmth dimmed. He gave a short nod, muttered right, and turned back to his screen. That was the moment I should have stopped. I should have leaned down and said, "I'm kidding, love," but I didn't. My phone buzzed with a text from Emily. She was outside waiting, and my mind was already out the door. I kissed his cheek quickly and rushed off, blind to the storm I had just set in motion. The night blurred past, music thumping, mojitos flowing, laughter that felt like stitching my soul back together. Exactly what I'd been craving. I barely checked in with Nathan, only sending a short text that I'd be home by midnight. He never replied. When I finally stumbled back inside, the silence was heavy, suffocating. I assumed he was asleep, but the bedroom told a different story. The bed untouched, his nightstand cleared, the closet half empty, his clothes gone. My stomach sank. Then I saw it, an envelope on my pillow. Inside, his handwriting sharp and final. "If you're searching for someone better, I won't stand in your way. Divorce papers will be with you tomorrow. I hope you find what you're looking for. Nathan." My knees gave out. I collapsed on the floor, staring at those words again and again, praying I'd misread them. I called his phone, but it went to voicemail. The next morning, I drove to his brother's house, where he was staying. He refused to see me, refused to speak. Within days, his lawyer reached out. The divorce process was already underway. No conversation, no second chances, just a cold, swift end, all because of a careless joke. Or was it? The more I replayed it, the more I realized it wasn't just those 7 words. It was everything that had led up to them. I'd been drifting away for months, overworked, exhausted, hiding behind sharp humor instead of admitting my fatigue, my quiet ache of feeling unseen. Maybe he'd felt it too. Maybe he'd already been teetering on the edge, and my flippant remark was simply the shove that sent him over. I relived that night endlessly. What if I'd just said, "For you," silly when he asked? What if I'd stayed home instead? What if I'd stopped the second I saw his face fall? But life doesn't hand out rewinds. Not for moments like that. Only choices and their consequences. Mine came down to 7 words. It's been almost a year since Nathan walked away. I still glance at the driveway sometimes, half hoping to see his pickup parked there. I wonder if he ever thinks of me, if he ever wakes reaching for me, the way I still wake reaching for him. I never searched for someone better. I never wanted anyone else. All I wanted was for him to look at me the way he once did, with that quiet fire in his eyes. But I've learned something the hardest way possible. Words don't have to be true to cut deep. Sometimes the most damaging thing you can say is the thing you don't even mean. And sometimes the person you love most won't wait around for you to take it back.